Hello, my name's Ben Baker. I'm 28 years old, from Gillingham in Kent. My day job is as a funeral director. I work for John Weir in the Medway towns and have done so for the last 8 years. And I'll be running this year's Virgin London Marathon in aid of the Oliver Fisher Special Baby Care Trust at Medway Hospital in Gillingham. The reason that I'm running the London Marathon this year started last year when I was watching the marathon at home with my wife, who was 5 months pregnant at the time. I said to her that I'd always fancied doing it, and she said, "Why don't you apply for next year's marathon?" It took 3 months for the ballots to close, so I bided my time till then. In the time that passed, my wife gave birth to our son Max, who was born on July the 9th, healthy 10 pounds 4, at Medway Hospital. He was perfect. Within a couple of days, he was transferred to the Oliver Fisher Special Baby Care Trust for health reasons that were unknown to us at first. He was having tremors as he slept. It was while on the unit that we discovered that it wasn't entirely NHS funded, with the only funds being paid out to the actual wages of the staff that worked on the ward, and that all the equipment needed was bought via fundraising and contributions. The Oliver Fisher unit has 26 cots with 8 intensive care cots. They take in roughly 450 babies per year, with 100 of those babies needing ventilation. I'm led to believe that the intensive care cots cost around £3,500 per day to run, and by me taking part in this year's marathon and trying to raise as much money as I can, it's my way of kind of saying thank you for looking after my son while he was in their care. I've been training for just over 6 months now. I've taken part in a half marathon and increasing my distances that I've been running over the weeks coming up to the marathon itself. The routes that I run, quite often running up and down the A2 to Beechwood Avenue, along Darland Banks, which overlooks the valleys of Hempstead, and back down Darland Avenue to the A2, along the Honourable Pilot Pub, all the way down the Link Road. To Cornwallis Avenue, then back along Toronto, Gillingham Road, back up to home. And normally takes me about 25 minutes to half an hour, and that's just a shorter distance that just keeps the miles ticking up and just keeps my ongoing fitness going. Along the way I've had a few injuries, twisted ankles on broken pavements, blood in my socks through blisters. Now, with just over 3 weeks to go till the marathon, to date I've raised just shy of £800. And I'm hoping this will increase over the next few weeks through sponsors, via friends on Facebook and Twitter. Social media has been a great help to me in publicising what I've got a charity fundraising night on the 14th of April at the Bluebell Hill Village Hall, which is a night of live music, and there'll be a bar and a raffle.
282. We have a winner.
We've got music from The Weekenders, which again are an Oliver Fisher affiliated band.
1, 2, 3, take my hand, come me, 'cause you look so fine and I really wanna make you mine. Yeah, you look so fine and I really wanna make you mine. 4, 5, 6, come on and get your kicks, well you don't need money when you look like that, do you?
The 22nd of April soon approached, and the marathon day was here. After 6 months of training, took the train up in the morning to Blackheath along with thousands of others to the start line. I had my knee heavily taped up with KT tape, which in the end helped. I had no knee problems at all. The day was absolutely fantastic. The crowds were amazing. From the start, running down, high-fiving loads of people shouting my name because I had it on the front of my t-shirt. And seeing friends and family along the way cheering me on was always a much needed boost at a time when I was feeling the cramp and the tiredness of the day. And of course crossing the line and getting my medal was a great feeling as well. And to date I've raised £2,625, and I've actually applied for next year's marathon with the hope that if I do get in, then I can try and go for a really good time, but if not, then so be it. I've had a really good experience this year, and and just see what happens.